All right, everybody. Welcome back to Here We Go Again. I'm Ken,
I'm Stephanie. That was
and
loud. The
what was
music was
loud?
loud again. That should have been a smidgy lower.
Oh, I can't hear you now.
Oh, sorry. That's my
There we
bad.
go. You were just talking like 6 feet away from
Sorry.
the microphone. That's
Apologize.
that's
About
pretty helpful.
yeah.
That's pretty good. So anyway, that's Stephanie.
Yep.
So we appreciate everybody who's been listening. It was a little slower last week. I hope everybody has some sort of excuse for not listening to last week's episode. I hope it was a good one. I hope a family member passed away or was burnt up in a car or something like
What
that.
are you talking about?
Our numbers were down a little bit, so I just
You
hope
watch
people.
the numbers?
Yeah, I look at the numbers. I look at how many listeners we have. I don't like to do this
I don't
for.
think we have a lot.
I mean, it's not like a difference between 1 and 2 million or anything like that.
I
But
think this is kind of more like couples therapy.
like couples therapy.
Yeah.
What do you? I don't know
I
what you
don't
mean.
I don't I don't care about the numbers.
I care how many people listen. We care how many people listen. That's the whole point. Do you think we just do this just to talk? We talk to each other nonstop through the day.
Yeah, we do.
So, okay. Well, that sounded not like
Well, we do. But we're
pleasant.
together. We're together 24/7.
Yeah, we're together a lot. So I mean, if it's just like, fuck, I don't care who's listening, then we could save my
Well,
a lot of
I mean,
ulcer pain.
I mean that like I don't care who's listening. Like I don't really expect a lot of people to listen.
I would like a lot of people to listen. Why not?
Oh,
Why
I mean
not?
it'd be nice if people did, but I don't have high expectations for myself sometimes. So
Why?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't do well.
Sometimes you don't do well.
Yeah. So
Like,
I
what does
mean,
that even mean?
like
What's the point of doing anything if you don't think you
I
can do it really
plan
well?
for the best, but I prepare for like the worst. So
I think you just expect that things are gonna fail, and I think to myself, like, fuck it, those people, like, your mom's house and shit, like those people started off with just a simple podcast with nothing else, and it
yeah.
built up. You never
I
know. You
know.
can't sell yourself short.
So why don't but it's really not nice to like come on and the first thing it's like, "Oh, why weren't you listening? I hope someone died." Like that would literally make me not want to listen.
That would make me listen twice as much. I'd be like,
Well,
that's
then
honest,
maybe there's
baby.
people on this I don't know, maybe there's people that listen to this show that are like you and they'll listen and then there might be some people like me who are like, "Oh, what a dick."
Yeah, that's fine. And then they can turn in next week and they can just hate listen. They could be like, I'm gonna,
But would they
I,
say mean things? See, I don't like that.
I don't care if people say mean things. If people are
Well,
saying
you
mean
like
things,
don't mind that, but
I don't give a
I
shit
just
what
don't
people
think it's
say
nice
about me.
that you say that.
I don't care.
Because what if something did happen to someone?
I don't care.
That's not very nice. And I know
Why?
that's not what you mean. That's like a
No, I
little.
do mean that. I could care absolutely less.
That's not nice.
Like, why do you? I mean, we've been together a long time. Do you honestly
Yeah.
think? I mean, besides like immediate family and people we know, um, do you think there's a part of
Yeah, but
me?
I don't think strangers listen to this show.
Of course they do,
No, I think
Stephanie.
it's people that we probably know listen. So that's why I'm saying it's not nice to say that.
We do a podcast that goes out on
I
the
know it can
internet,
go out on the internet, but
and they share it with other people. It doesn't. It's not like we're just doing this like for our friends
people
and family.
people don't listen that don't live like around us.
Of course,
No.
Stephanie. I can guarantee you, if I looked at our geolocation reports, there's people listening all over.
Find
This
it.
is.
Be like one of those guys.
I'm
Find the
not doing it.
reporters we're
Okay, I don't
talking.
have a producer to like tell. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll guarantee
Yeah,
you.
I'll be the producer next week.
Yeah, you do something. That'd be cool.
Well,
Give that a shot.
I'd say flip the computer around, but that's not good.
No, I'm not. I'm not flipping.
Yeah,
shit
you're very
around.
much about always checking the numbers.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, you put out shit on Facebook to try to get likes and try to get you put out reels
Yeah,
for
they're.
people to see.
Well,
Why
I think
why
they're
is
funny.
me why doing this podcast?
Well, I don't
I
yell
get
it. I don't.
judged.
Oh, I'm not judging
Well,
you.
don't sound fucking great.
I'm
I'll
saying
tell you
that's
that.
not. I'm saying that it's not nice
I know
to be
it's not
coming
nice,
on. Well, that's not going to make people want to listen.
but I'm telling you, I don't care. It's just a
Yeah.
joke. Like, oh, ha 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 ha. Like,
No, I get it.
oh my god. Like, why do we do this then?
Well, I mean, we do it to talk, right? Like,
What's that?
we do it to talk. to show what like
Mm.
a real couple situation is like. Sometimes it's not always agreeing 100% right.
That's very true.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm just like, I mean, it's normal for me to be like, Ken, don't say that. And you'd be like, oh, what? I can't say things now. Come on, Stephanie. You know I'm joking. Blah, blah. It's like, I know, I get it. But some people don't understand that. Blah, blah, blah. And that's like, okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You gotta chill out.
I know.
That's all. You're always
I
so
just don't.
nervous.
Because I feel like everyone gets offended so easily.
Who
now.
cares? I hope they do.
Well,
That
I
gets
mean, it's like,
ratings.
yeah, but I guess so. But you know what? It's like sometimes it's like, it's enough with like, I don't know. People just, I don't know.
Massachusetts, New
Mm.
Hampshire,
Yeah, see, those are people.
Ohio,
I don't
New
know.
York,
I don't know.
Rhode Island, Maine, Nevada,
I know
other,
Maine.
and not to mention that we also have. Hold on. We have people listening internationally.
Oh, that's probably hackers.
India, Singapore, and the UK.
Oh my God. Oh, the UK. Maybe someone. Oh my God. Could you imagine if it
Yeah,
was
we
like?
know some people from the UK, but it could be anybody from the UK.
We don't know anyone from the UK.
Let's just keep going.
Oh
Let's-
yeah, we do.
Jesus.
Oh
Stephanie.
my God.
Like
yeah.
I said, last time out, last episode, I think I said I would pay somebody to do the podcast with me, and they can pretend to be my wife. If anybody's interested, just reach
No, I
out.
thought it was that someone could do the podcast with me.
No. Well, no,
Yes.
because you don't even seem to care about
It's-
doing the podcast.
I do, but I'm not going to yell at someone.
I'm not yelling, Stephanie.
You
We
kind of
just-
were when you
I
listened
wasn't.
to it.
I was
you'll
joking.
see.
I'm not going to listen to it because I don't care. I'm drinking tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'm drinking.
Remember the little fire pit we had outside before the show?
Oh my God, the grill caught fire.
That-
What a joke.
Wow.
It pisses me off because it's like,
It stinks.
well, yeah, it stinks. It's
That's the stinky part.
fucking fire, and we
Get
have
it?
an electric. No, I didn't hear your joke.
I said it's the stinky part. It stinks.
Oh, Jesus! So that'll keep the people coming back. I mean, we have an electric grill, which has been awesome. It really has been great. I mean, we've never had to run out for, obviously, for propane.
And it stands up. Well, sometimes people might think an electric grill like a tabletop grill. Like it looks like a real grill, but
stands
lo and
up.
behold,
as opposed to the grills that just lay on their backs, like horror grills. Like, oh, my grill's just
no.
on the
But I guess tabletop
ground.
ones are on their bellies.
I get like a tabletop. I don't know.
Anyways, you know what I mean.
Well, no wonder people stopped listening. No wonder the numbers are terrible. So anyway, so the grill, like, if we don't clean it enough, and we do a pretty good job. I just cleaned it a couple weeks ago, but the way the thing was designed with the when we have burgers or whatever, the grease just collects on the inside of its little fucking bowl there or whatever, and sometimes it ignites. And I opened it up, it burned off all my hand hair and shit like
Good
that.
thing it wasn't your eyebrows like that one time.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You don't really have sometimes the best of luck with the grills. Sometimes.
Oh, I'm
For-
sorry.
No. Just because it's like you're used to work with like fire stuff, like
Yeah.
hot stuff, and then it stinks that you always have those situations.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. I guess I just between all the things I do, I just forgot to clean the grill. So now
Maybe
it
with
like
all those
burned my.
crazy potato gun things, that's what happened to your hair.
Oh, from our old episodes talking about yeah, it's probably I probably burnt off a lot of. Maybe I scarred the front of my head. Maybe it's just scar tissue. Maybe I'm not balding. Maybe it's just scar tissue.
No, I mean like
You've seen my family. You know it's male pattern baldness. I mean, basically, fucking, it's humping all of our faces. So, right?
but you're the
like
one
a
that
little-
pulled the plunge early
Yeah, the little
to control.
male pattern baldness elf.
Are you glad you did that?
Glad I did what?
Like shaved your head when you did?
Compared to looking like some of my relatives with fucking the horseshoe head?
Yeah, or just like
Yeah.
people like that
Yeah,
in general.
that's
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense.
How
and if-
long do you think you would have like kept going? Do you wish like you just grew it out more? Like I don't know. Do
you wish
wi-
I grew my
No,
hair?
do you wish that?
I wish I had fucking hair.
Oh, you
Is
do
that what-
wish?
Of course I
Yeah.
do. Of
Oh.
course I do. I'm a human being.
I know. Well, you
I've
had
been
it,
balding since I was 17 years old.
but like you had hair, so you know what it was like.
Yeah,
And then it's
but it
like
was
now,
never like it was only full up until like 17, 18 years old. I had like this luscious, beautiful head of hair, and then it just started falling out.
after you dyed it.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I mean, people dye their hair and it doesn't fall out. So I
But
think
your hair was probably sensitive.
I don't know. It sucks. It does suck. I wish like
Do wish.
yeah, I've seen pictures of like remember did you see that thing Tom Segura posted on Instagram and he had like a wig on?
Oh yeah.
It changed his entire look. You
Yeah.
know,
Would you
sometimes
like long hair?
I mean not like
No.
hippy dippy long hair, but I mean I don't know something that could.
Would you want a man bun?
No, I don't. Like everybody's
Would
seen
you
me
want
bald.
like product hair?
Okay, if it was my hair,
Yeah.
like
Like
not
you,
a wig, right?
no, like all of a sudden you could take vitamins tomorrow and like you would naturally start growing hair. Like it will
Like
fill
100% real, fills in.
they can't guarantee like
Thank you.
how
Yeah.
like if it will be curly or thick, but it will be every hole.
I'll just have I'll have a normal head of hair. How about
Yeah.
that? You're really like
Well,
going
I
down.
just don't want you to say like luscious or thick or I don't know.
How about I could just have like even in these fantasies, I'm getting fucked.
No, I'm
Like
just
your fantasy doesn't even allot for me to have nice hair.
I just wanted you to let you know that there would be
even in
no
the
baldness pattern. Like it would just be full.
in our made up scenario for the podcast, you cannot even grant me the fake wish to have a full luscious head of hair. You're like, well, keep your expectations low, Ken. I mean, it's only made up, and even when it's made up, you're still gonna probably have some balding
But anyway,
issues.
so yeah, so
Yeah,
it's full.
right now, if somebody gave me some fucking medicine or some
But
magic
take 12 weeks.
mushrooms or something that I ate and my hair grew back, you better believe I'm going to have some Fabio looking motherfucking
Oh,
shit
it's too long.
going on. Oh, why wouldn't I? It would just grow and I'd hold it and I'd kiss it and I'd watch like people that are like, "Oh, I have to wash my hair today." Blah. Fuck you.
You'd be so
I'd be
excited.
Like, oh my god, I'd be washing it.
Would you buy the
Oh.
nicest shampoo?
I would buy it whatever it asked for, because my hair would probably have an opinion, just like me. It would say, "Ken, don't use that. Don't."
What
use
color do you think it would
suave."
grow?
Oh, my luck. Okay, in my fucked up fantasy, it would come in just gray. It would just come in, but it would look like fucking man gray. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
It would look bitchin'.
Bitch.
Bitchin'. I'd have a bitchin' head of hair. Oh my god, that gets me hard.
Would you
Just
want
the
to
thought.
wear a so would you want to pull it back or would you always want it down?
Oh no, I do all kinds of fancy.
Would you do
stuff with it.
braids?
I don't think braids. I'm not black.
Unless
I don't
it
think that's
No, not
appropriate.
like cornrows, like
like a girl braid. I've never seen a man with a braid.
oh.
Have you? What are
Yeah,
you saying
don't-
to me? A braid?
Yeah, I think guys.
Guys do like a ponytail.
yeah,
That's pretty.
and like braid sometimes
lame.
guys will braid that.
I don't think so, Stephanie. I
Yeah.
don't think guys braid their hair.
Yeah, like bikers.
Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Bikers with
do
long
not-
hair that's curly. Yeah.
No. Curly.
I see them
biker
braid
hair?
their beards.
Their beard. Okay, I get that, but I've never seen anybody braid.
I don't
their
think
hair.
it's like a rare thing. It's probably
like
like
a French braid. Is that what you're
no,
talking
not
about?
like a French braid. Like they would like pull it back in a ponytail and then like braid it.
No, that's a girl braid. I've never seen that.
I don't see a lot of guys.
No
who do
shit.
it. Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a big, like the tough, like big.
Yeah, but anyway, I would love a full head of hair. Absolutely. Oh my god. You probably would like it too. Let's be completely honest.
It doesn't bother me either. way.
You're full of shit. You would like listen, this week, I mean, you cried. I shaved my chest hair
Oh,
off.
that was really sad.
I shaved
Because you didn't even tell me.
Well, it's my body. If women can do whatever the fuck they want to their body, like literally anything, I'm pretty sure I can shave my chest hair. Okay, that guy on Instagram, yeah, his boyfriend probably loves that. Probably pulls his head right on fucking back when he's behind him. I mean, that's great, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
like
don't think that's
Vikings.
for me.
I guess it'd be a Viking braid.
Yeah, well, I'm not a Viking.
Oh no, Jared Leto. Like he has his.
I'm not doing any hair like Jared Leto. That guy, no, I'm all
Okay.
set.
But
I'd rather
yeah,
be
so
bald
there-
than follow
There are
Jared
some,
Leto.
not a big thing. I mean,
But long hair, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? And if they can reverse male pattern balding and it was like affordable to reverse,
Would you? What if you
oh,
couldn't grow your face hair anymore? What if that stopped growing?
my face hair stopped growing, but I could grow my head hair
Yeah.
all day,
Oh, okay.
all day long. You don't know what it's like to be bald,
No, I don't.
right? Thank God. Like a lot of women that do bald, like there should. I mean, that's bad. Like I feel bad for them.
Yeah, there are women that do bald.
That's a shot to the box right there, right? Like if
Uh,
you wake up and your
it
hair's
is.
falling out.
Yeah, because that does really stink. But
Holy
the only
shit.
difference I think that women probably have over guys is that there are a lot of different wigs.
Yeah, but I mean, who wants? I could wear a wig. That would look stupid.
Well, no, like women, like you can get really nice wigs, and women it like looks normal. So if you get the same type, but like for a guy, it would look weird for like a guy to have a wig, you know.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
think.
like more common for women. So it would, like it stinks, but I think some women probably have a maybe some more options.
What if I could wear a toupee, but it was like an amazingly realistic toupee, but we knew it was a toupee? Would you be embarrassed by that? Like if I put it on and it looked amazing, but everybody knew. Even as good as it looked, everybody's like, okay, I know that's not your real hair. Would you be embarrassed? I'd be like on the fence. I'd be like so self-conscious that people were like, Ken, you look great, but I mean, we know that's not your hair.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
as
like if
long
I
as
stuffed a big sock down my
I
pants.
think as long as like you like owned it. Like I think if I had like clip-on extensions or something like that.
Well, that's where women can get away with everything.
Well, I know, but sometimes it's like people like pretend like it's there. You know what I mean? So I guess it's like if you felt okay, but if you didn't feel okay about it, then
It sucks that women have all the options for like beautification. You know what I mean? Like I know, like back in the day, it was like women put on makeup and guys went to the field and you fucking rubbed dirt on your face and you fucking hammered something or shot a Nazi, like whatever like real men used to do
yeah.
back in the day. But sometimes it's a bummer. Like I've got really sensitive skin. It really sucks. It's always been that way. I've done everything I possibly can to try to keep my skin whatever, but it's very sensitive. And I know, and I've actually bought historically. There've been a few like guy cover up kind of things, and it's always a little fucking hinky. But it is like as a guy with sensitive skin, it would just be amazing if there was a perfect product that guys could put on just to fucking negate some of that shit. But because sometimes when you have sensitive skin, if you try to cover it up, it looks like you can see that it's covered up because the skin's all kind of
Yeah.
fucked up and it gets
Well,
like
you can put like cover up or
Yeah.
like cover up or concealer or foundation really.
yeah.
It just in your moisturizer.
Oh, really?
And then it's like a tinted moisturizer. And then so when you put your moisturizer on your face, it'll
Yeah. I've
all
tried
blend.
the tinted moist, and again, it's like
No, don't buy the tinted. So like you
Oh,
would
you
want
don't buy it tinted?
No, so you'd want to so your regular moisturizer.
Yeah.
And then you
It's like
just
mixing in Kool-Aid.
yeah, and then just you would have to go and find a foundation that like matches your skin, and then you just put a little bit together, and you blend it, and then you put on. I learned that from Queer Eye from Jonathan
Oh, look
Van
at that.
Ness, and I do that.
No.
He did it for. I think he did it for a woman. It was like when
Makes
he redid
sense.
like a doctor's. No, 'cause he did like whatever. It was like a doctor, and she was like busy, so she's like, "This is what you can do for like a quick thing." And so I used to do it. It was pretty good, and it got me to remember to put my moisturizer on. So it was good.
Yeah. But don't you think it's kind of sad for guys like I don't know. Now let me ask you this: as a woman, like completely separate from
I do a lot of guy facials.
Yeah, but completely separate from skincare, is there a level to which, as much as women talk about certain things, like, oh, I wish my husband was more sensitive. Oh, I wish this, that. Like, I feel this is where it gets real tricky for guys, because I feel like women this is only my perception. You can correct me if I'm wrong, obviously.
Oh, I will.
I'm sure. I feel like women want men to be all of these different things, but only at the times that they want the man to be that way.
Sometimes.
Right? Where it's like women want a sensitive man, but they want them to be sensitive at the exact time that you need us to be sensitive. Because if I
Mm.
walked around all the time like, oh my God, I saw a baby bunny
There's
today,
difference
you'd be
between
like, this man's a
sensitive.
bitch,
Yeah,
right?
there's a difference of like when they say sensitive, they don't mean like a pussy.
Right, but that's where it
Yeah.
gets fucking tricky because guys sometimes listen, we're given all of these messages by the media, by movies where it's like women fall out of it's like you watch a movie and this sometimes that's all we have to go by. As stupid as it
Mhm.
sounds, guys are given information. It's like, "Oh, she's with the jerky jock guy." Oh, I don't like that. He's like I want the more sensitive whatever guy. But it's like that guy just fits because you're tired of the jerky jock guy. And then after a while, it's like, oh, God, my husband's such a bitch. Like he cries about everything. He's fucking whiny about it. So it's like you only want all these things at the times that it fits your needs. Would you disagree?
I mean, like not
You want me
exactly.
angry and fucking violent when the time calls for me to be angry and violent, obviously.
I think sometimes when like I'm pissed and it's like I want you to just do what I want, like just like whatever. Like basically, I think there's a part. I won't speak for all women, but I'll speak for myself. Sometimes there's a part I just want to say jump, and you say how high. Like
Yeah, that ain't
sometimes,
going to happen.
yeah, I know, but so sometimes it's the difference. So, but I mean, like I think in general, I want you to be like, oh, I want you to be happy, but I think I'd like you to be like a good, healthy mix of all that stuff. Like I want you to be sensitive in the sense of like just knowing how to like I don't know, be around in public and like just not be like a douchebag or, open a door. You know what I mean? Just like normal things like that. Like I don't know. I don't want you to be angry all the time. I want you to be like strong and like angry in like a protective type of way. So it's like I don't have any like worries about where I'm walking. Like you're looking around to like protect me. So
Oh,
again,
yeah.
it's all pertaining to like what I want.
I try, and this is the weird thing for me, and maybe other guys are like this. I don't know. I feel like I've spent so much time of my life analyzing myself and wanting to be just right for other people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so it's like always being conscious of the fact that there's a time and place for certain behaviors and certain things and
Mhm.
whatever else, but also trying to be honest too,
Yeah.
right? Like, I know I'm annoyingly honest
But
with you.
sometimes it's like too much honesty like all at once.
Like, what? Like, just, like, what do you mean?
Like the show.
Like
Like
the show?
like the show like today's show. Like that's why we got into like a clip. It's like you didn't need to like berate our listener like right as the show started. Like that's too aggressive.
But that's me.
Yeah, but that's too much.
I don't care.
Well, this is a different setting. Like this isn't like this is going out to India for God's sakes.
Those Indians, yeah, listen, they're lucky
UK.
I'm not eating a fucking burger right now.
A veggie burger.
Eat the ass out of one of their deities. You know what I mean? But that's
Anyhow.
just me.
I know, but well, it's just
And
me
we
to
said,
let you know that it's a little
no,
bit
that's
too
fine.
much.
You
Like
well,
that's
to you it's
because
too
you
much.
know it. Yeah, but sometimes I'm speaking for others.
You're speaking for yourself. Don't speak for other
No, I
people.
could be speaking for
You
others
could be.
because there's just like people that think like you. There's people that think like me. God
Well,
help 'em.
I'll tell you what. People that are out there, if you're listening, if it was too much, you can hit me up on Twitter. You can reach me at xcastken, or you can DM me on Instagram
Have
at
them
xken.
say if they think it might be too much for others.
Yeah, tell
maybe
me if it's too much.
maybe they understand where you're coming from, but maybe they also understand where I'm coming from. Do you get any DMs?
No.
Oh,
Maybe people can take a joke. Right? I'm not like actually telling people like, what the fuck? I hope
know.
somebody died. Blah blah. I'm making a joke,
I
Stephanie.
sound like Miss Pat when she was on the.
You sound like a fucking
We
grandmother.
may be drunk when she was talking to Mark Norman, when she's like, "Why you say that shit?"
Yeah. It's like, what are you, stupid? And then by the end, she's like, oh, I think we're going to hook up. She was like all impressed.
Yeah, but he was too much in the beginning.
Mark Norman's just too much with his one-liners, with his zingers. Everything is like a word association.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like, oh, French bulldog, more like French kiss. Ah, you know what I mean? So, what the fuck? What are you talking about? So, I mean, that was quite the.
Maybe that's what you should do.
What's that? More just one-liners?
Hey, how about more people not listen?
Yeah.
See?
Hey,
That's a good way to do it.
listeners.
What?
What listeners?
Ah!
That's terrible.
So
We're not
see,
gonna
maybe
anybody
that's how
like
you
that.
should do it. But
Um,
anywho, but yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I think sometimes women do want whatever, and then I think
it's not
someti-
fair. It's kind of fucked.
it's tricky.
It's really not fair. You have to
and
admit,
sometimes you
like,
just want to be left alone
because guys, the
for
classic
whatever reason. My
thing.
nails are so nice.
Yeah, okay, great. Your nails. Can't even keep on a fucking.
They're so pretty. I love that feeling of fresh nails.
Yeah, that's what Jesus said.
Well,
Oh, see,
like,
is that
see,
better? Is that better?
That's yes.
I like the feeling
yes.
of fresh nails.
Yes, I
That's
mean
what Jesus
it's
said.
not nice, but it's just.
It's an Easter joke.
But it's better than just.
It's not timely. I should have saved it for Easter.
Yeah, but see, that's better because it can make people laugh uncomfortably. But you're not saying like, "Hey, you stupid Catholics, let me rip apart something, huh?"
No,
You
it's
know,
a funny.
So that's good. Work on that, babe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But
Maybe
I
I'll
love
be doing
that-
stand up.
I do love that feeling of clickety clack. My nails are back.
I like the feeling of money leaving my bank account.
It wasn't that bad.
I don't.
$38.
Oh, $38. Isn't that nice? How many hours do I have to kill myself to pay for nails that in a week and a half? Oh, no. One popped off while I was
First of
wiping.
all, 7 weeks, and I have secret cash that I pay with it.
Yeah, you. That's what I love. I love the situation right now that it's so fucking cliche.
I
that
always pull out
every,
cash. You never know how much I'm gonna have.
Yeah,
in that
every
purse.
dollar I make goes to support 1,200 fucking people around me except me. And Stephanie makes money, and that's just her money to do with what she wants. So
It's so small.
that's what she said. Hey,
Not too many.
what's that? Not what a bitch. We ain't gonna make it. How many years do you think we're gonna make it? Because we've been together what? Just about 12 years.
I don't want. I
You
don't
want to make a
us-
prediction?
No, because I don't want to. Because I think if the only reason why is because someone's
What? You think one of us is gonna die? That's why we're gonna
gonna.
separate?
Yeah, like we won't get divorced.
Oh,
or
it's gonna
anything.
be. I don't know. Who do you think? There's a lot of talk. We've heard a lot of podcasts. People talk like who's gonna go first. Bert Kreischer thinks he's gonna live forever, which is funny because he's a fat fuck. I'm gonna die first. There's no doubt. You know that's gonna happen. You know, you're gonna end up like your grandmother, like 95. You know, whatever.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I'll be dead in like 5 years. It's a definite. I'm not gonna make it. You guys are all killing me.
Okay, well maybe we won't. Like I don't like when you talk like that. Yeah, you are
The
seven.
stress of being
you
told
are
not
seven-
to say things.
You are seven. You're working on it better by just doing different things like that. Yeah, I mean you're 7 years older than me,
Mhm.
so I mean like there is like just math, like so I get that. But I hope nothing tragic happens to either one of us.
Well, tragic is tough. I don't want to die in like a plane crash or something, but I'm pretty sure like
or
some.
like sickness or something like
Oh,
that.
I'm sure
like,
something will fucking
I mean,
befall.
I'd like to hope
Befall
that
me.
I like to hope that we both make it into our 80s.
I would like to. I just don't. I don't see with the level of stress that I carry around internally that I'll make it. I'm sure my
Yeah.
insides will turn to goop and just
Who knows?
fall out.
You're trying really hard, and I mean, a
Well,
lot of some of the stress of like kids in school is going to be done. You know what I mean? So there is sometimes like, and just like we do commute in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like quite frequently, and sometimes that can be stressful, and that does add. I'm sure there is some like statistic you could look up. Look it up, Ken.
Bring it up, JMO.
Say into Google.
What? I'm not into
Uh,
Google.
Does
This is a
does
iPhone.
traffic affect people's lifelines, lifespans?
Hey, Captain Obvious. Does traveling in traffic increase your chance of dying?
Yeah.
Yes. Swami says yes. Of course, if you're traveling a lot, you're in a lot of
Yeah.
traffic.
So I mean, So soon that's going to be stopping. So that could be something that could like help you.
I think I'm hearing it. Are you hearing me still okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can't hear you very well.
Oh no, Ken.
No, it's okay. It's all set. I think just maybe it was just because you were
Oh,
bopping around there because you got your.
Oh yeah, sometimes I move around a little bit.
Yeah, there we go. We'll just turn you up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So I don't really know. I don't want to say you, but I don't really know what's going to happen.
You carry a lot more stress than I do. Ironically, like
Yeah.
my stress is all like business and financial, which I'm okay with, but I know it's going to take a toll and like work, like physical work, like day in and day out. Now I'm not like a roofer or anything, so I'm not going to bitch. Like there are people out there.
Yeah, your physical work, like, I mean, you did physical work all the time too. So I mean, but like not as much for certain parts of
No,
your time.
you're right. I mean,
so
there was a lot of years where
you
I was,
saved your body. Probably that's why you can do it now.
right, but a
in
lot of
sense.
miles with the running and stuff. But that's all extracurricular.
Yeah,
so
that's your own fault.
who knows? Who knows what's gonna
Yeah.
happen? You want to hear something that really stressed me out the other day? And you're not gonna care, but other people might be able to relate.
Maybe.
So for people that listen or people that know us, because obviously the only
Or
people
don't
that
listen, and
yeah.
thank God you're back. 'Cause yikes.
Right. So at the right, because otherwise, you better send me a fucking certificate of death. So I've always had an on and
A
off.
late slip. A late slip would have been if someone could send me the late slip. You
Oh.
know, like instead of saying someone.
Is that what you get with a pregnancy?
Yeah. A late strip.
A late strip. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, hey,
Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, that's a funny joke.
what's that now?
Because what if I was pregnant?
Oh, what if? Oh, yeah.
Put in the universe. Mark it down. Mark it down. Wow. Okay. I don't know if we'll be pregnant, but oh my God, if we
You
are
just
pregnant.
lost your fucking mind, Stephanie.
Well, because
Holy
I'm supposed
shit.
to get my period tomorrow, and if
Oh,
I don't
Jesus.
get it, late strip. Oh, could you imagine if you? Oh, okay, go on. I'm
Well,
crying.
you're gonna cry. You're crying. What's in your drink? What do you have in there?
I
Meth?
would just be so excited if I was pregnant.
Oh, obviously, but I mean that's a whole different show, a whole different topic.
Oh, okay. Anyways, go on.
So anyway, that's a great segue into what pissed me off. Besides my wife, I don't even know how to recover from that. Like you're over here, like
Well,
with the
just talk.
tears.
You can finally say what you want to say.
Oh
my
shit,
God.
I'm not used to that. It's all
You gotta
fucked
waste
up.
your seconds.
Until you come firing back. So there's a weird thing. I've been a runner for a long time, and I've always had this on and off again relationship with the Peloton app on my phone.
Oh yeah.
Right? I love the Peloton app. It's great for running, great for treadmill work. That's primarily what I use it for. They do a lot of other shit like yoga and fucking weight training.
But we don't have a Peloton.
We do not have a Peloton brand stuff, but it works if you have your own treadmill, your own bike, whatever. So that's great. Historically, $12.99 a month, and doing treadmill workouts. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, treadmill work, like fucking put a bullet in my brain." But if you get one of these apps, like the Peloton app, running on a treadmill, it makes it go by faster. They give you some recommendations as you're going, and you follow the routine. It's great. It's really been good. There's times I use it. There's times I don't. I cancel my subscription. I renew my subscription. That's been the way it's been for like the last 2, maybe 3 years.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range. It's always cancel it for a few months. Okay, I'm back. I want to use the app to train and whatever. So the other day I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready. I want to get back to training. So I go into Apple and I go into my subscriptions. I don't go to the Peloton app. I go to the subscriptions part of the settings, like under my Apple ID, and I see the Peloton app. It says expired. I renew it. I go through it. I'm like, yay, tomorrow I'm getting on the treadmill. I'm doing a fucking workout. I get to the gym. I get all set up. I get on the treadmill. I put my phone. I go to open the app, do the thing, and it says fucking upgrade. Upgrade to do a treadmill workout.
Did it say before?
It said nothing.
It didn't say what's new with the app.
It didn't say fuck all. When you renew from your Apple subscription, you have to be careful because you don't know. So what they basically did, and it does not pop up and say it. It was $12.99 a month, which would allow me to do 3 treadmill workouts in a month. If I wanted unlimited, $24 a month.
On top of your gym subscription.
On top of everything, $24 a month. Suck a dick. I'm not paying $24
Now, does Planet
a month.
Fitness have treadmill workouts on the app?
Luckily for us, Apple Fitness
Apple Fitness
has it built in. We pay for that. I pay $12 million a month.
That actually comes with my phone. It might comes with your phone too.
It comes with the subscription that I pay for the family, which is the music, news, store.
I know, but I think
all the shit.
I was just saying, I think my plan does.
So if you have an if you have an iPhone, my point is, and I got my money back. I did get a refund. I submitted a thing. I never usually do that. I'd say, a lot of times buyer beware. Maybe I missed something. This was a situation where Apple allowed me to pay that money without knowing the full extent of how the subscription changed. And it just pissed me off. Especially for Peloton. Peloton's had a fucking terrible few years. I mean, they've had...
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had, recalls on machines recently. They had the ad
campaign. And they're pricey.
They are expensive. Remember that ad campaign 2 years ago?
Shaming the wife or something?
Yeah, the wife with the husband, hey, honey, here's a treadmill, you fat fuck.
Ouch.
And then she was kind of I don't know. And then she, fell in love with it because she was,
She, recorded every day or something.
Yeah, she was I guess I need to get in shape because I'm getting a little chunky. And, she felt better about herself at the end. So the husband won, but people took real
exception. Didn't like it.
They did not like that. They did not like that the husband... you couldn't look at it and say, well, the husband bought her a $4,000 treadmill.
Yeah.
It's
That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she was into working out.
It was a bike.
Either way.
Because I think the bike was the first thing.
The bike was first, and then they did do the treadmill.
Yeah, so
I don't remember what he bought her.
It was the bike. All the commercials, have been for the bike. I know that they do have ones for the treadmill and stuff like that, but I know all the big one, when Peloton was blowing up. It was definitely the bikes.
And I get it.
Because it's that cycling was becoming kind of more popular again too.
Yeah, the husband's the husband's a moral. It's not a very good gift.
Spin.
Right, it's not a nice, the message behind it is kind of
we don't know what they were
wonky.
Talking about before they started
That's
recording.
the thing. Well, they're not real people, but people attacked this commercial.
Well,
and
then why are they attacking them like they're real people?
Well, because people are fucking assholes, right?
So.
But the reality is this guy, you're absolutely right. A week before, she could have been listen, oh my God, I would love to get but in the commercial, she looks at it she looks a little perplexed, what am I supposed to do with this? And he was like, get to work, bitch.
Yeah, if you got an appliance or something for your birthday.
I've seen your thighs.
Oy.
You need this bike.
Yikes.
There's,
I'm sorry that upset you.
Well, I don't like that I did.
Well, you got your money back. So
I got my money back, but it was I feel bad asking for my money back. Because I just think there's some personal responsibility, and I would totally accept it.
Maybe they'll update it now. Maybe they'll say.
Well, maybe they'll say
things
hey,
have changed. Maybe you weren't the first one. Maybe that's why they gave it back.
That wife, we wanted our money back.
They must have a 30-day or 10-day or 14-day or something. They must have a very small window. I feel like.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure because it's there's sometimes when kids go crazy. In the sense of they didn't the parents didn't know they're
all the
in-app
Fortnite shit and things like that,
or just in-app purchases 25 cents or whatever. And it's all of a sudden it comes up. Yeah, I think those are old things, but
I hate all that in-app purchase shit. I remember when the app, and this I remember back in the day. But apps were free. You get a free app, and it was free.
Apps are still free.
They are, but it's you want to, here's a fun. I don't know, make a Instagram post app. And it's okay, you can do one thing. You can put one picture.
Well, they used to have those before where it'd be you could get, one version of the app or pay 99 cents, and it's like that one wouldn't have the ads, or like you could do more than like one or two things. So I mean, I think they had that before. It's just now it was easier to get people for in-app stuff.
It's just like you know what the
It
worst
grinds
thing
your
is?
gears, huh?
Well, the worst setup is like for the Oculus. Like I love the I know, like whatever we joke because it's like the fucking we hear that on like your mom's house on that podcast or that podcast, but it's upsetting that there's so many apps that they charge for up front, and you're like, I've downloaded some, and they're like, this is shit, but they do have a really good return policy.
Yeah.
You pay for it if you use the app for less than like I want to say like 2 hours or 10 hours in 30 days, you can return it.
Mm.
So Hayden and I, my son and I, we've gotten a couple games. We've tried it right away. And right away we decide, like, is this sucky or... Oh, that was weird.
Who's that?
Nothing. I must have hit a thing just on the Notes app.
Oh.
And it started to, like, fucking autofill everything I was saying. So that's
That's
good.
fun.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's not scary at all.
Anything good?
No, just everything I've literally just said. So obviously
fun.
you haven't heard.
You
So
should
that
save it.
yeah, I'll save it. I'm sure it's important. It's not going to be saved in the ether forever on our podcast page. I'll save this little chunk of monk of fucking whatever.
Speaking of Chunkamunk, Doug turned 2 on Monday.
Yeah, the French bulldog.
Oh my God! Happy birthday, Dougie!
Happy birthday,
Dougie.
Doug.
We got him a ball pit.
Yeah, that's on my list. The ball pit.
Yeah. What about it?
The ball pit. That was a little discussion that we had. You're like, oh, I think I'm going to get Doug a ball pit. This is a French bulldog, people. Doug is not, and I'm not saying this is a douchey way, but I think you can accept. Doug is not a real child. Doug is not Pinocchio. He's just a dog. He's a little French bulldog. He's very sweet. I do love Doug.
And he has a great personality.
He has a great personality. He plays like
except for anything we buy him.
He plays like a real like little boy. Like he literally, I shit you not. If there's other French bulldog people out there that can attest to that, maybe your dog does this too. Hit us up. But when he plays with like a tennis ball or any type of ball, I mean, he has like he puts one thing in his mouth and then he hits the ball like he's a hockey player.
Well, now we have to tie. We put a mask, like the old mask from COVID,
an old cloth mask around his because he picks.
We like clip it onto his collar, and then it just like hangs below him, and then he fixes it and he puts it in his mouth like a binky so that he can control it, and then he uses his 2 little feet to hit
like
the tennis
a sea
ball.
otter or something.
God,
like
yeah, so
he is.
Smart.
He's funny, but like the ball pit, I was like, we don't need a ball pit. Like we don't have 10,000 square feet here.
But I started this small little baby pool, and it was
you still
$3.
did it. You did it all on your own. You were just like, it doesn't matter what
I
Ken
did it in
says.
2 days.
Yeah, I don't matter. It doesn't matter what Ken says. Well, I'm gonna get this ball pit.
Well, okay. So the real thing to the ball pit is, I was at Walmart. Well, we were at Walmart after we had 2 mimosas for breakfast on Saturday, and you were in the bathroom. And while I was going to buy other things, I saw this cute little pool that's for little babies. And it's just like this tiny little thing. It's not that big. And I put it in, and then I found, you scared me in the aisle at Walmart. And I showed it to you, and you didn't say anything. So I was like, perfect. So it's sitting there, and then on the box, it says, doubles as ball pit. I go, oh my God, perfect. I know I'm going to get Doug for his birthday. And you said no. And Monday, I don't know, we got like into it or something. So
intimate?
No, into it.
Oh, I think you said intimate. I was
yeah.
like, oh.
I don't even know if we really did or not. I don't know. But I was just like, forget it. I'm going to go to Walmart just to see if they have balls. And they did. And it was the only pack. So it was a sign. But I just left it in my passenger seat on purpose. So that way, when you pulled in, the first thing you see when you get out of the car.
Yeah, get out of the
was
car.
The balls.
And I literally, because we park right next to each other, and I look in that passage, I said, son of a bitch. She doesn't listen. Never listens, and that sounds shitty as a husband, right?
But I
'Cause, like,
don't. But you can
because
ask
you're like
any-
another human being. Like, and listen, and I'm saying this in all whatever. It's like on one hand, I'm saying to myself, "Ugh, she never listens," which is like on the grand scheme of things, like super douchey as like another human being. Like, you don't have to fucking listen to me. That's shitty, right? But it's like as a couple, you hope that people will respect the other person's, you know, wishes or ideas. Like,
I
I
really
don't
thought
think
he
this
was
is-
gonna like it.
Yeah. So the universe, as always, takes my side. You fill this fucking ball pit. You fill it all up, and you're all excited, and you're like, "Oh, come on, Dougie, come on, the ball pit." And you put him in, and the first he ran away from you. You had to grab him. You
And I
had to
broke
chase
my
him.
other nail
You
off.
broke a nail off, so that cost me $7 right there. So that's awesome. And then you grab Doug and you put him in the ball pit in his new little pool, all excited. Oh
And
my
he
God,
just
Dougie!
stood there.
And he stood there like you put him in a vat of fucking acid or piranhas or something. He didn't move. And after a couple minutes, he started to just fall asleep with his head on the side of this ball. So now this ball pit, the most exciting part for him, he does like a couple of the balls and he pops them.
He doesn't pop them. He flattens them.
Well, that's popped.
Oh.
He flattens them.
I figured pop would be like they explode.
Yeah, he
But they
takes all
just
the
go-
air out.
He crunches them.
Anyway, he deflates them.
Ah.
There's the word.
And then they
Stephanie.
kind of get flattened.
Then they get flat. And then he carries one in his mouth
And
like
then he
his
hits
mask,
the other one.
and he smacks the other one around.
Yeah. And there's about 5 of them in the house. And he takes them to bed and everything. But the cutest thing is because his ball pit's in the basement now. And when he comes to the basement, the pit's only a little bit taller than him, but he just stands there and looks at it.
Yeah.
He's too scared to
He doesn't know what to do with it.
And I've shown him how to get in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He doesn't want it.
I've tried to get in there with him.
What?
Well, I stood in there.
You stood in it? What happens when I'm not around? Like,
I just
look,
wanted
it's
to-
safe, buddy. It's safe. Mommy's in here.
I just want to have fun, you know?
Girls just want their dogs to have fun. Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean,
It doesn't take up a lot of room. But so what I am going to do on the hot days, because he loves to be outside, but Frenchie's overheat. So this one will be so much better because the tote was not good.
He doesn't want to be in a tote. He's not going to want to be in this.
It'll be different when it's hot.
God, Stephanie. You won't give up. He's barking now. He's losing
And
his mind
maybe
up
if I sprinkle some ball pit balls in with the water, he might like. I think when it comes summertime, he'll like it.
I don't know.
I'd like to get him a splash pad, but there's just no right spot for it.
Yeah, we don't have. I mean, at the end of the day, what am I supposed to even? What am I even supposed to think of Doug? Like, your obsession with him is like next level, like next level obsession with Doug. Like, and I think most people would probably tell you that. Like, everybody you talk
I don't
to.
think so. You're making me sound like a psychopath.
Well, you're kind of like, if we're hanging out with family, you're kind of like, oh my God, guess what Doug did today?
Well, he's a funny dog. Okay,
He's not funny like a comedian. Like, he
he
just
does
a
the
dog.
darndest things.
Don't you ever hear
I'll
other
probably be like that annoying person if I ever have a baby. Like, oh, you know what my baby did?
people?
Oh God.
Don't you ever hear
People
other people
hate
talk
me.
about their dogs and you're like,
But I
oh.
like that. Like I like.
Do you like
dogs.
hearing about other people's
I
stories
do
about their
like
dogs?
silly things, you know.
I don't like hearing anybody else's stories.
I don't always bring
At
up
all.
Doug, but I sent the girls a picture.
Yeah,
this
you
morning
do,
saying
Stephanie. You bring him up a
when
lot to everybody. Like we'll have a family get together on.
people like
like,
Doug.
Yeah, people. I don't think people hate him. I just don't think they're like maybe they're not thinking about him 24/7
Oh,
like
I
you
get
do.
that, and I get that. I understand.
Yeah,
But I'm just a dog person. That's all.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But I mean, sometimes I get like just nervous. I think if I died tomorrow, you'd be like, well, I got Doug.
No.
Take him to the park. Pick up a new guy.
I was thinking. Well, okay, no. I
You were
was
just thinking about that? Were
no.
you?
I was thinking about taking him to the park today at Benson's.
Oh my God! Did you sent me that fucking reel or whatever with all the dogs going down the slide? Do you think he would want to go down a slide? Winston used to love going down a slide, but I think he would just
he would get very hurt now.
he would break in
Oh.
half. But Doug might like going on a slide.
I'd be so nervous for Winston.
But those dogs just coming down, and they were all excited for each other.
It was cute how they were all waiting for each other.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, how would it go?"
Because it was like a corkscrew slide, but it was see-through.
Yeah, so it would make for a great reel because like you can see the dogs just coming down.
Yeah.
They come down, they're all happy. It's like, I'm surprised they didn't get fucking hurt.
It looked like it was kind of low, but you know it was cute. They all kind of waited. Like they didn't like fly off, and it's like I think since it corkscrews, I think it probably slows them down.
Oh yeah, it slowed them down a little bit, kept them in fucking whatever, in control. They weren't just like flying the fuck off the bottom and like shooting across and smacking into a wall or some shit.
Yeah,
you know, but you know, as far as Doug goes, like I don't see us ever if we get another dog, which I kind of hope we don't. I kind of hope when these two are off, you know, palling around with Jesus. I'm like even though I'm like the one who's like ends up being a sucker for dogs.
Yeah.
But I'm also like maybe it'll be good to have a break. Doug's got another probably 8, 9,
12,
10 years. Yeah,
15.
you can hope, but let's say 10 years. I mean, I'm going to be 55 fucking years old.
Wow. That's
55.
Crazy. Well, you're not 45 yet.
Pretty close, Stephanie. Another month and a half or so.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be so aggressive like
Well,
it?
because sometimes you say things like that. Like, I'm literally a month and you're like, you're not 45 yet. It's like, okay, I get it, but, I mean.
What do you want for your birthday?
I want to probably just maybe get, like, some sleep.
I knew what you were going to say.
To die?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just need some sleep. It won't happen.
What if I got you, like, something to a sleep clinic for it to, like, check your sleep?
So you're going to take me to a doctor for my birthday? Sounds awesome. Maybe they can take my temperature rectally. Happy birthday. They got like a big old fucking candy thermometer up there. Just fucking like, yay, this is the best birthday ever. I thought blowing out candles was bad. But instead I'm getting a fucking probe from Dr. Sleep over here.
Dr. Shavorkian.
Yeah, Dr. Kevorkian.
Oh,
I don't know who Shavorkian is. You mixed like Dr. Kevorkian and Dr. Shivago.
Oh, maybe that's
mixed together. I don't want anything every year. I don't want anything for my birthday. All I really ever want, really want for my birthday, I just like getting ice cream. It's like a special treat. I like to get ice cream. I'll get a big ice cream sundae. We all sit together. It's really fun. Like if I want something, I will buy it. Like that's not a problem. So I don't need anything. And the kids are getting to a point like they need their cash for a lot of stuff that's going on in their life. I want you to save your secret cash so you can just keep getting like nails done and all your secret expenses. So that's important. And I'll just keep working the mines like one of the dwarves, like Dopey Dwarf. I got the ears for it, right? I'm just going to keep fucking working the mine, digging diamonds.
in the coal mine, going downtown.
Yeah, going on down. Yep. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that's a man's life right there, just working in the mine.
I bet you didn't think I was going to be singing that song,
yeah,
huh?
I hear that from
That's old.
Well, the version I heard was the Judds. I think even that was a remake. I could be wrong. The Judds were big. Now they're
I
still
don't know
big,
which one I sang.
Well, that was a Judd song. I mean, that was how they sang it. So it's not like you did it like.
I didn't know who sang it. I just know that.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to look that up. Not right now though.
Sure.
We'll put that at the top of our priority list.
So anything on the docket?
Anything else?
No, not that I can think.
The only thing, and I can't remember what this was about because obviously my brain is going.
It depends what it is. I might not want to talk about it, so tread lightly.
Waxing dicks. Why did we say that you were like, I'll remember what that's about?
I wouldn't want to do it.
Probably at the spa. Something to do with the spa. So I mean, now that we've kind of moved into weird territory with that, right?
Would you get your dingling waxed?
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to do that. Like that's always something that
If there was a magic, I would sit in a magic bath of Nair to remove all the hair from my body, but I would never want to have. And like you've waxed my back, and we've
yeah, we
talked.
got to do that again too.
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about the time you've waxed my chest,
That
and
was just
and it was terrible.
But I have
But
other
I would
clients
never,
who can say I do good.
never, ever want you to wax
Your
the
bikini
old
area.
nether regions. No.
Yeah, it's a sensitive one. I wonder what we were. I know we were talking about waxing and doing different things like that, and I think you were asking like what guys do.
I don't know what. I don't know why it was like that. I don't know why we had that on there. That's why I should have written down more.
Yeah, you
But I
should.
relied on you because you were like, "I'll remember what it is."
Maybe
I'll
we're just
remember.
gonna talk about it.
I don't think so. There had to have been something we talked about for it. I think guys, we were talking about this earlier for some other things we were discussing, but I do think guys would like more, you know, modern day guys would like some more opportunities for things like spa days and all that, but everything's been built and catered around women, and that's understandably so. So it puts guys in a weird.
Well, I think that's where I think women want guys to be like sensitive. And it's like, okay, well, like get out of that like macho, egotistical like bullshit that you've been growing up with. Like guys can get like facials and massages too. Like we're not gonna bite. Like that's always my favorite when they're like, oh, I'll have to book something for my husband, and I like. You see me, I'm like, oh, I must be terrifying to men.
No,
So it's like
it is intimidating. And listen, I'm going to speak for a lot of guys. There's a level of intimidation for a lot of men with this stuff, and it's not just the spa. It's a lot of these places that are unknown, right?
yeah, I get that.
I'm a guy, like I'm a relatively guy, not like extreme, like not some frat fucking bro or whatever. But I don't even like making an appointment like at a barber shop. Some barber shops that are like super fucking broy and like it's like it's like the vibe is weird. So it's like sometimes if you're not familiar with something, it sounds pussyish, but it's like if you're not familiar with it or the first time you go in, there is like a weird because you don't know what you're walking into. It's like the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Is literally what it is, and it's maybe it's just being a fucking wuss, or maybe it ties into some evolutionary shit where it was like, I need to hunt for my family. I need to do this. But if I walk into this cave, I could get my face fucked by a panther or
Yeah.
fucking woolly mammoth is going to, hit me with his dick or something. So I think there's some level of like intimidation with the unknown.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. And if something is like there are barber shops that are like I said, super bro-y. We've got whiskeys in here. Come on in and like get your hair cut and look at porn, and we're gonna pour you a whiskey. It's like I'm not into that.
I think. Well, okay, so.
But I don't want to go to a fucking salon either and have some bitch like
Yeah, I mean,
talking
like,
about her boyfriend.
When you go to like a salon, they offer you wine, or like you can get wine or whatever. And then like I know Hayne used to go to a barber that like they would offer, but they also offered like
and it was like
their
too
men's,
much at times.
but their men's haircuts, like he was just a boy, so I mean like it was what it was. But I think if you were a guy who like had hair and everything like that, it was like a 45-minute thing. So it kind of made sense. Like it was an experience. But I mean, if you're just like a kid, it's like not really an experience. But I think when you're there, because it is nice, like to have wine at the hair salon because it takes a while.
I think personally, as a guy, the barber shop is still the best situation, right? Because it's low committal. You generally, and I like that there's appointments now because there was nothing worse in the old days. You go to a barber shop, you walk in, you're rolling the dice. You could be there, you could be waiting for, you could get right in. Could be 2 hours. You're sitting there, whatever. Like some of the things you do with like, the waxing and things that are geared towards guys, if there were opportunities to offer that stuff at a barber shop, that would be the ultimate. If I was sitting there and somebody said, "Hey, listen, $5, you want your eyebrows waxed while you wait?" Yeah, fuck, add it to my bill. Great, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want you want a quick, wash up of your face, or you want a quick, hot towel fucking treatment for your face before you? Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
For another $10, 15
Yeah,
bucks.
so that's still like a
But some of these places, if it's just like I said, if it feels like it's gonna be super feminine, it's intimidating. Just because it's like, oh, should I even be here? It's like a question of like your
well,
manhood.
yeah, but see, like, we'll throw that bullshit out the
I get
window.
it, but I'm just telling you
it's
how
like,
guys feel. And like women probably, hey, why do you think there's curves? Why do you think Planet
no, I do get that.
why Planet Fitness thrives? Like if you go to an old school Gold's Gym, guys weren't lifting weights saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go bang that chick over there." It was just like whatever. But women felt uncomfortable in what felt like very heavy men's spaces, which were
Yeah,
gyms.
I mean, I grew up in that time where it's like it was like kind of weird going to the gym because I would go to the gym by myself, but I really didn't care. Like, I mean,
right?
I was also single too, so I was like, "Oh, this is a great place to find a date."
Okay, well that's weird. Mark
Well,
that
I'm
down
say-
if you're like.
But I'm saying, I guess
going to the gym
I guess I
tomorrow.
would no. But I mean, like, I wasn't like intimidated. Like, I really didn't care. Like, obviously that wasn't the reason, but I was like, "Oh, why are people scared of this?" Like, nice toned guys will help you like lift weights the right way. I had more like older guys, like in their 30s. No, 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 no. I was like young. I was like 19, whatever, 20.
Okay.
But they'd be so nice. They'd be like, "Oh no, you should."
I bet. I bet.
It wasn't like
Let
that.
me help you.
No. They're like, you'll feel it better if you do.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at your pecs. Oh,
They didn't say
hold
anything
on.
like that.
Let me check. Oh, you're feeling the pump.
They didn't say anything
Yeah,
like
I bet. I bet they did. But
It
that's
was
why I said that's why there's curves, because there's obviously a lot of women who are intimidated by like Gold's Gym.
But they were just being nice because it's like, you're doing the machine wrong. Like, might as well
They're
do it.
not being nice.
think they're doing
they
it
don't
'cause
give,
they're-
Of course, they want to get.
So
their
if you
dick
saw
wet.
a girl doing like a thing like
married me right now, no, I don't. A girl. I mean, unless a girl's like about to drop a fucking weight on her head, and I'm going to be responsible for maybe her death, then it's like, hey, careful. Like, hey, you're gonna die.
But like,
but if I was like a single guy,
yeah, because you can't assume she doesn't know what she's doing.
and it's like there's a chance that's a single chick over there, and it's like, hey, do you need some help? You want a spotter? Like, whatever.
No one said anything like that to me.
Well, again, everybody's got different parts of their game, but like,
I think they're just trying to be helpful.
they were not. Because I'll guarantee you, Stephanie, you get up and you walk away, and fucking Dilbert comes over and starts to get on that weight machine. Those guys will watch that man's
Well, yeah,
weight
because maybe they
land
think
on
like
his throat, and they'll laugh at
they're
that
like,
man
"Oh,
while
dude,
he
we
dies.
thought you knew."
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, look at Dilbert over there. He's fucking dead." And they'll push his body off, wipe it down, and use the machine while his body's on the floor. But for you, oh, hey, do you need some help here? I want to make sure you're getting the most out of your workout. Whatever. Crazy.
It didn't work, but
They tried.
But I know how to get good triceps.
There you go. That's all.
You want to really
that's all that
make
counts.
sure that you hold down when you're going down. You don't want to be starting up top. You really.
That's
wanna
what she said.
Bring it down.
Hold down when
Bring
you're
it
going
down
down.
strong. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, listen. You
So-
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So what about you? Anything else going on? Anything new for the listener out there?
Doug's birthday. No, my dad's birthday's coming up.
Well, there you go.
That's exciting.
That's when we know we've run out of things to talk about.
Yeah. No, not really. Kind of been a slow week. Did some different like random errand things, like saw a track meet. Like nothing exciting,
Yeah,
like
nothing we need to talk about on this show.
yeah. I mean, like just like whatever. No, it's just like a calm. Everything was kind of crazy for the past couple of weeks. So
Prom,
I got my
and
nails
graduation,
done.
and all that. Yeah, no, we talked about the nails at the top of the hour. So
you know what I'll say?
I don't know any.
And again,
what you're gonna
I don't know who's
say.
listening, but whatever. So a lot of schools around us, I saw, did like their senior proms the last week of school before graduation. I thought that was kind of cool.
Did senior prom like a week before graduation?
Yeah, like the town had their prom yesterday. So one, it must have been like a lot cheaper for like a Tuesday, but then it's like that's kind of like a fun way to end your senior year.
Mm,
You know what I mean? It's like that's like the big last, like all the finals are done, all the awards are given out, and now it's like you have your prom, you practice for graduation, then graduate. It's kind of fun.
um,
I thought it was different.
I guess so. I mean, senior prom's so lame. Like, I didn't. I we've talked about this before, not on the show, so I apologize. But I mean, junior prom to me was so built up as something like magical and special. Whatever, it's your first prom. I mean, I know for you, you were going to prom since 7th grade because you were like dating juniors or some shit because they were helping you with your triceps. But for some of us, like our junior prom was our first prom. Like, so whatever. So it was something different and special for some
There
of
was
us.
a gym club at school.
Yeah, I'm sure there was. Like his name was Jim, and he just like he let you do what you wanted to do. But for us, it was like special. And then by senior prom, it was kind of like, been there, done that. And I saw that exact same thing with Lily and her boy and like their group of friends. Like that junior prom, there was the limo, there was the whole night. It was like magical, under the stars. Something to be remembered. And
That was
senior prom was
also-
like, hey, when the fuck are we getting
Come
out of
to
here?
find out, that one.
I don't need to talk about the specifics.
No,
I'm just saying.
but I mean, like, so their prom was a junior senior prom, and a
they're
lot
all
of
junior, senior
no,
proms.
no, some schools are just senior proms because
That's
obviously
lame.
the town that I'm talking about that had it yesterday, that was just a senior prom. And another school was just a senior prom. I mean, when I was in school, we had just a junior prom and just a senior prom. But then when I was a senior, it was both. So that was kind of whatever. Anywho, um, but last year, a lot of the people that they went with were seniors, and those people were doing like paying more, and there's only 4 of them going. So I think like a little bit of cost, and like they kind of were living vicariously through
I think
the
there's
other
a lot
people.
of been there, done that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know, but I thought that was pretty cool because I mean, all I could think of is like, oh, if it's cheaper, maybe you can make it better. But I mean, I just thought that was kind of fun, a fun idea.
I'd rather be closer to death than go back to being in high school.
Oh.
I'm happier being old at this point. I'm in better
I like
shape that I'm
both.
older. I'm like, I got you got a fucking head on your shoulder. Like I couldn't.
I couldn't
imagine
go
going
back now, knowing what I know. That'd be too hard.
Yeah, I could like imagine like the old Freaky Friday shit, but like
Yeah.
for real, like you wake
Like if
up.
I got reincarnated or whatever into like if I died or something and I came back in like as a person or something, I want to come back like at least after like 24, 25. Cuz like all the crap part, it's like you can still like change things around, you know.
Oh, just I want to get to an age where like I don't have parents trying to
Yeah,
tell
so
me
I feel
what
like
the fuck to
24,
do.
25 is like perfect. You get through all that like crap stuff.
Yeah, I get that. If I could come back, maybe I've said this on the show before. I can't remember if it's this one or the other show, but I would come back as just like a beach rock. Just that's what I would want to be. I would just want to be a rock, like on the beach. Not like what, like I wouldn't want to be like one of those like rocks in the surf that
I
like
know
get
what
smacked
I
in the
wanna be.
face over and over and over again. Like that would be like a little torturous, but like a nice little smooth rock. It's just like on the shore, and like the waves crash over. Like, oh, this is nice.
If I had to be something
Yeah,
like non like
inanimate.
okay, is that like an object?
Yeah, inanimate, like non-living.
I'd want to be like the number on a house because then I could see everything.
a number on the house.
Like you know, like with the number, like on
I
the
shouldn't
thing.
laugh. I mean, just want to be like a number, like 4.
Whatever number. But then it's like you could see something.
You're like a number 9 for like your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, but what if you're like on a crack house? Like that'd be a bummer. Like the ocean.
Well,
is
you could
like
talk
nice
to
no matter
people.
what.
I'm figuring in this
I don't
world,
think you can talk.
if I'm a number that can see, I'm pretty sure I can talk.
Well, you can see.
I
'cause
can
you've
be in
been
like a Disney
reincarnated.
movie, like.
So you're like a living like a cartoonish number.
I
Like,
guess I'm like,
hey,
I'm
watch
like
when you
Beauty and
push
the
the
Beast.
doorbell. Oh, like Chip.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Everybody's got goals. Everybody's got things they want
I
to
don't think that'll
accomplish.
happen. But when you said a rock,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Well, I think what happens. There's always these theories about what happens when you die, and I think the more and more I think about it, this is what I think.
Are you gonna have snack tonight? Sorry, I was just thinking about that real quick.
I don't know.
I
Maybe.
am.
Oh, hey, congrats.
Okay.
So, this is what I think. Okay, our brains are very advanced,
Yes.
right? Our brains are more powerful than any computer that they have out there right now, without a doubt.
Okay.
I think what happens is this. Our brains are recording everything.
Okay.
And it's all being stored. Whether it's
I don't
local.
think I have a lot of megabytes.
Well, listen, whether it's being stored here, it goes to a hard drive somewhere, okay? Honestly. And it's storing everything. Every day of our life is being recorded.
That's Facebook.
No, it's not fucking Facebook. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg. But it's being recorded, and every day is stored. And when you die, you just come right on back, and you just relive your life over and over and over again. And here's the deal. The reason I feel this way is because the version of heaven that if you had a good life, you get to relive that all through.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a shitty person and you had a terrible fucking life and you were a douchebag, you relive that over and over again. And that would be like hell to relive that over. And I just can't imagine all of this information that we're taking in every single day.
But some people don't remember it.
You don't remember it because it's being stored. You don't need to remember. You couldn't handle like waking up at night, like going to sleep and remembering like shit in your pants at 2 years old and like your mother smacking you in the face with like a wooden spoon or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you can't handle all those, but they're being stored somewhere. This hard drive is storing all of it. If my computer can literally have this webcam attached and store everything 24/7, this brain is obviously it's all in there. Just because we can't access it, just because we can't bring up all of our memories at once, they're all in there. They're all being stored, and I think we just go through a loop somehow. We just go loop and loop and loop, and that's what I think it is, and that gives me all kinds of hope because it's like all the times you get to live all again with kids and wives and fucking pets.
Wives.
Well, you know what I mean. Like your wives, husband, everything. You just relive it over and over again. And if it was bad, it was bad. If it was good, it was good. And you get to experience that over and over again. So when you're like, oh my God, like I get to see all my loved ones in heaven. Yeah, because you see them over and over again. You'll never not see them because you're like, and you don't, it's not like you get to change anything. You're just living on that loop in your heart. This could be like the 17,000th time we've done this.
Ooh, that's a little
We're just
deep.
reliving it.
Oh, I don't think I've died yet. Like, I don't think this is my first life for sure.
No, you don't know. You wouldn't know. You can't make that assumption. What are you, God?
No, but I feel like you would like have like a sense.
I
don't have like any type of like older wisdom sense. I just like
There's no such. It's just you're literally just going through what's on your hard drive. You're just reliving.
Great.
It.
I'm awful with technology. Mine's probably always having some.
Maybe we get
flub
some
ups.
glitches.
Yeah.
You get a virus.
Probably.
You gotta get McAfee.
I'm still
for
on
your life.
dial-up because that's what my parents had for so long.
Yeah, maybe your
Oh,
internet, maybe your
jeez.
internet life is on fucking dial-up. You're on. I got like some crazy, cool Comcast fucking bandwidth, and you're on.
I'm still on megabytes.
When you wake up in the morning, it goes, "You've got mail."
I loved that movie.
Oh, jeez. All right. Listen. Anyway, everybody, you've wasted an hour and 15 minutes of your life.
Wow.
Listening to Here We Go Again. And, of course, just like we say all the time, we absolutely love it. If you're listening right now,
and even if you can't listen, it's okay. We understand. We do have lives because we took
if you
a
can't
hiatus.
listen, this message means nothing to you because you're not hearing it.
I know, but I'm trying to apologize for what you said to the other people. Just
Don't
in
worry
case.
about what I said to the other people. Fuck the other people.
Oh, golly.
Exactly. We're going to end it the way we started it. I don't care. So listen, if you do want to reach out to any of us, you can reach us on social media. Like I said, you can reach me on Instagram at XCastKen. You can get me on Twitter at xcastken as well. These are uploaded on YouTube. Same handle at xcastken on YouTube. So we'll put that up there.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. But hey, people watch
Hundreds of views?
hundreds.
Oh.
Not hundreds. No.
Oh.
But still not bad.
Tag Doug.
I'll tag
Or
Doug.
put Doug's picture in there.
I won't. Or you can reach Stephanie at snailer717.
It's too bad that you couldn't edit it so that when we were talking about the Doug thing, you could have put up some of the pictures we were talking
I'm
about.
not going to do that. I don't have the time to
Okay.
go
I'm just
in
saying.
and take our video and drop in, splice in pictures of Doug.
If you taught me how to do it, maybe I do it.
Yeah, maybe I do it. You're so full of shit.
Well,
All right.
that's why I said maybe.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate the maybe because that made the most sense. But anyway, we'll be back next week. If you are listening on any of the major platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google Play, you name it, be sure to like, share, rate, review, all those fun things. We would definitely appreciate that. That would be awesome. Share with your friends. Definitely share links on Facebook. And
fun fact, the Mai Tai was invented in 1944.
1944, the greatest drink in the history of mankind, was invented in 1944. That's
well,
true.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Ken.
Send it off.
There we go. All done. Adios, everybody.
Oh, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.